guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to dive into my reading journal for, well, this is my first time doing a reading journal, so we're gonna see how this goes. I've already done everything in the journal for the most part, so it's just a matter of just, you know, flip through showing what I've created and my spreads and stuff. So when you open up, you're going to see my little title page, Kim's Reading Journal, and then of course I've got my different genres over here. I made this little like cutout that I did, and you will see some more of that tomorrow. You'll see some more of that later of where this applies to. On the next page, we have my currently reading spread, which I plan on having more than 1 year in this journal, so that's why there's going to be a cover page for every year that I'll be doing this for. And this currently reading one is going to change as time goes on of what I'm reading that month or that week or whatever. Right here, this is not fully accurate. I'm still working on Northanger Abbey and The Strain, but I'm currently reading actually The Library of Borrowed Hearts, and then I'll get to Hip Hop is History. Right here, this is actually the picture my husband took of me in Paris in front of the famous Shakespeare and Company. So I thought that would be the perfect first picture, first, you know, year for my reading journal, because what better picture than a picture in front of the most famous bookstore in the world. Next, this is my giant TBR spread. This took forever to draw. I cannot tell you how long this took me. It was insane. So I've got all the books that I plan on reading. These are all ones that were already on my shelf that I already purchased over the last several months, including ones that are going to be released in the future. So I'm going to fill this out as time goes on. And then of course I still have room for more books. And we'll just see from there. If I have to add some more, I can. I probably will end up having to start a new one at some point, but that's of course if I get through all of these books in 2025. That's the goal. All this tiny writing, those are all books I plan on getting through. And as time goes on, I'm going to actually color them in according to what genre they are, which is where this little guy comes in handy at. And then next page is going to be my 2025 reading tracker. And I'm going to, for everyone that I'm reading, and I actually have to get Strain Book 1 and Northanger Abbey for this one. As time goes on, I'm going to color in the rating with these little stars. Actually, this is washi tape that I bought from Amazon. And it's like this, and so you just basically cut out the individual little stars or strips of stars, and what I'm going to do is color in according to the format, whether it's a book, audiobook, or ebook. These two are both regular books. So once I'm done with those and I have my rating, I'm going to use the corresponding color right here to color in for the rating. And of course, these little covers are basically, I just printed out a whole bunch of covers from the internet, and I've already gotten all the covers from my current TBR. So as time goes on, I'll be putting those and filling those in right here. And I actually do have room for future reading books for my reading tracker. So next is actually my reading log. So this is going to be where I have the title, the author, when I started reading it, when I finished it, and the rating I give. And this one, I actually have it going for just 2 pages because I don't think I will. I'm hoping to get through more books than this, but if I have to do an extra log somewhere else, I will go ahead and do that probably in another part of my journal. Next up is my upcoming releases spread, and I actually did a Dutch door for this one. So this January and then February, and I bought most of the January ones already for my upcoming release. I got only one of the ones for the February releases. I couldn't find this one when I was in the store, and I decided to hold off on getting this one right now. And I still have to fill out the ones for the rest of the months, but the way I got the Dutch store going is that, you know, you have January through April, then May, June, July, August, and then September on to December. And I do plan on, like, as time goes on, and I acquire more like bookish stickers that are small enough to fit here, I will be putting them in here to decorate a little bit more. Next up, I have my book bingo, which I made this in Canva, and this was so much fun to do. And I really hope to have this filled out before the end of 2025. I imagine I will. You know, I'm gonna think positively. So for my best books of 2025, and I really messed up the lettering right here. My hand was so shaky for some reason. I had these little typewriter letters, I think came from an Archer and Olive, one of the subscription boxes, I can't remember. But same concept as with the reading tracker is that every month I'm gonna have a book and I'm gonna print out one of the same covers on glossy photo paper, and that book for that month will be whatever the best book I read that month. Unfortunately, because I only read one full book in January, that one's gonna have to be the book one of the Under the Breaking Sky series. For February, I've got 7 more days to finish reading for February. And if I manage to finish the other book I'm thinking of, I already know that that's going to be the one. But each month I'm hoping to read at least more than 2 books so I can get through this. And of course I have the washi tape star ratings underneath where I will rate star ratings for how this ranks amongst each other. Kind of like the whole like football rankings and stuff like that. Next, we have my reading stats. And this is gonna go by month, where you have books read, number of pages, hours listened, if I listened to an audiobook, how many audiobooks, how many ebooks, how many books were books that I've reread, and how many were nonfiction. And I'm gonna go month by month for that. And then as over here, I'm gonna have like pie charts printed out where I stacked up with fiction versus nonfiction, ebook versus audiobook versus regular book, and so on. So of course that's going to be filled out by the end of the year, and once I get everything all put together, I'll do a 2025 reading journal flip through. Next, we have the series tracker, and basically I do intend on trying to get into more book series. Like I want to try the Lord of the Rings books. I've never read them before, and of course the first one I'm dealing with right now is the Under the Breaking Sky series, which there's 8 books in that series. And like I said, I finished book 1 and I'm paused on book 2 right now because I got so many other things on my TBR that I need to get through. And then so as time goes on, I'm going to fill this out more and more for different series that I plan on reading. And right here, this is like a future thing that I'm still working on. Book facts and dates, you know. It's just a little fun page. I'm not sure if I'm going to do anything with it, but after these 2 pages, that's when I plan on saving probably another 2 pages for my reading log. If I have to have an extra 2 pages for that, I'm going to skip over from this, hold on to for that, and then start doing any of my reviews right here. And that's pretty much it. If you want to see some of the things that I have used, like I said, I printed these out in sticker paper, not sticker paper, photo paper. So they're all glossy. The stickers I have are from, I want to say, Sassy Planner, I believe. This came from the Archer and Olive, I think, Library or Dark Academia subscription box. This is just some random cardstock paper I had that I just cut out and just used for like a little pocket in the front. And again, I love my photo paper. I love printing stuff out in photo paper. And I copied this idea from someone else. So again, we are going to do one last flip And that's all for tonight. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you like my content, hit that little bell icon so you know when I'm uploading, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.